One shot at a time.
You're right, Roy. Just knock it on. Let her rip.
You're playing golf today.
No, I'm not, Grandpa. I'm playing tennis.
You're playing golf and you're going to like it.
You just go home. That's your home. Are you too good for your home? Answer me.
Welcome to the Out the Bunker podcast with DT and Jase.
Hey guys, welcome to the Out the Bunker podcast. Once again, I'm DT.
Why did you say it like podcast?
What do you mean what I say? Why you got to pick on my accent?
You don't have an accent.
I know. Oh my God.
What's up?
What's up? No, welcome to the Out the Bunker podcast, guys. I'm DT.
I'm Jase. What up?
And today we're going to be talking a little bit about stereotypes and golf. Obviously, everything we want to do with this show, we relate to golf, but then we want to relate that to life and I guess how everything goes. And stereotypes, stigmas and things like that are a very common thing within every part of life, right? Yeah. So, look, over the weekend, the Waste Management Phoenix Open was played. Did you happen to catch any of that?
Tiny bits, but I don't really watch it too much on TV, to be fair. It's more so Instagram highlights.
Yeah, so some of the highlights you would have seen were just off the charts, like chaos. Now, when we think of the stereotypical golfer or golf fan, what comes to mind?
Quiet, follows the crowd.
Yeah. Can you show
That's pretty much about it. Or these days, every man and his dog just has their phone out.
Can you show me a golf clap?
Golf clap? Golf clap.
Right, like that's what people are so used to, right? I'm going to show you a clip here. This is something called the 5 a.m. Breakfast Club. So these guys line up at 5 a.m.
I saw them.
Right? These guys line up out the front of this venue, right? Phoenix, wherever the start line is, I don't know, but they have to get to the 16th hole.
Yeah.
Right?
So it's still a sprint.
It's a sprint, man, and these guys go ham, right? And the funny thing about it is I'm not sure, I've never really looked deep enough into it, whether these guys pay for their tickets and get a seat and they're still racing because they're just idiots, or the standing section, like the seated section that is just like grandstands, is it just first in, first serve? I
know the pavilion is by an individual seat.
Yes.
The rest of it is just if you're first, you're first. If you're at the back, you're seeing nothing.
Because I did see that the front, they're selling tickets $24,000 to sit right at the tee box.
Yeah.
Right? This stand on one hole can fit 20,000 people.
Yeah.
Like that's more than Perth
more than
Arena.
I earn in like a week.
Perth Arena is 15,500.
Yeah.
Right? And we've all been to Wildcats games. We've all seen Wildcats play.
This is one golf hole.
Like this is one golf hole.
Yeah.
Right? So let me just show you a little clip here. All right? Viewers at home will be able to see this at a later date, but just check this out. This is the 5 a.m. club. They wait for 2 hours to 7 a.m. As soon as 7 a.m. hits, they're gone.
They run in like people ran in for the Super Bowl.
You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of, you know how you see those videos in America when Black Friday hits? And like bitches 100%. Be crazy?
Yeah,
like bitches be crazy,
it doesn't matter who you
man.
are. If you fall over, you're getting trampled.
Look at this, man.
So what's the main objective this morning?
You know the one on the right isn't running fast.
The one on the right ain't running fast.
She missed out.
She's like, I'll catch up to you.
She's like, I'm just in the parking lot. Why is it so fast?
Stops halfway. Damn.
Getting out of the car is rough.
All right, and then this is their reaction. So I've hit shots that have been an eagle, right? You might have gone, oh, that's your reaction, right? Like, oh, great ball. Watch what happens when this dude hits a hole-in-one. Watch this. Ready? Watch the fans on this, man. These dudes are just wild. Ready? 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 Watch this.
Yeah, I would hate to be a volunteer there, man.
So,
like, as soon as I see that, as much as that's the party hole, I'm like, that's actually disgusting.
Look at that, man. Yeah. That's one hole. But you know the worst part about it is? I'd be the guy behind them in the next group going, man, what is taking so long?
Yeah.
Like, angry because I've got to wait till they clear all the cups and shit off the ground, right?
They probably have to roll parts of it out too because it would be soaked with just beer and everything.
Everything.
It'd be gross.
They'd have to.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, don't get me wrong, a hole-in-one happens how often, but I've seen it where it's not just a hole-in-one, it's like a...
They just throw it anyway if you get close. Yep. If they want to party, they're partying.
So, look, I kind of put this to, like, if Happy Gilmore was real. This hole,
100%.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, Australia with the Live tournament tried to replicate this with the watering hole.
Yeah.
And it was amazing. Like, it was
Was
one of the
it,
biggest events in
Kepka Hole won it, eh?
Yeah, Kepka's brother, like
Yeah.
Brooks, I don't know his name. No one knows. He's like the
Brooks
brother no
Koepka
one cares about.
2.0.
Yeah. I think he's out of live now.
Yeah.
He's
fair
not even
enough.
in live anymore.
Fair enough.
All right, so just, I guess, putting it to you, I can remember a show, all right, that I went to with yours down in Mathandra, all right? Good old Meth Central.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Where,
Yeah.
bro, like
Oh, that was such
you were
a
the lead
bum
act.
show.
But let me just set the tone, right? So everyone was performing. They were fine. When it got to about the third act, there were just drunk people everywhere.
Yeah.
They were off their face. And you couldn't even hear them. And then you're the final act. You're the
headliner.
guy that's the headliner. You're the guys coming up there. And it got so bad to the point that I yelled out, "Shut the hell up." And like it stopped for 10 seconds.
Yeah.
And then it was just chaos again.
Went louder.
Yeah.
Which is what happens when you tell people who are drunk to shut up.
Yeah.
They amp it up another notch because why not?
My bad.
Yeah, you're going to tell me what to do.
Hey, I've never been on the stage by myself, right?
Yeah.
So I guess what's your best story? Like, what's something that you can, I guess, kind of go like, that was just a wild night, man. I guess that's I don't know. Like, what's something that you can just go,
In
that was a
stand-up
wild
or
night?
in general?
Just stand up, like
Stand up?
because you're there, like you're there. The lights are on you. It's you on that stage. I've played basketball, and even our golf stuff we do, like it's a team.
Yeah.
Right. So like the lights are never just on me.
Yeah.
Right. You're on stage, bro. You're in
It's
front
just
of
you
hundreds
and-
of people.
you
It is
and the
you,
world, yeah.
the light, and a microphone. Like, what do you do when fans are just
I'd probably-
shite?
There's probably two instances that come to mind. One of them would definitely be that one because, you know, if I'm recreating that moment, like I'm on stage, crowd's out there, and to the left of me is the entrance where there would have been no more space than there is between you and me, but there was 12 people crammed in that little entranceway, and they were all trying to fight each other. The bouncer was trying to stop him. There was a guy who was trying to get in who wasn't allowed to get in, and I could hear them, but I'm also trying to talk to the crowd and make jokes and keep everybody like focused on me.
And then you got me yelling, "Shut the hell!"
And then, and at the same time, it's cool when you do have part of the crowd like tell them to shut up because you at least know people want to hear what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Because if you're not making jokes, they're probably not going to care. They'll just let the noise keep going. But probably the worst one, or part of me, was when I think it was my first solo show in 2019, and I had done my hour show. I think it was my second last or my last show. And I do this joke at the end where I bring all my accents together, and it's the only joke I have that's an Aboriginal accent, where that character is an Aboriginal.
Mm-hmm.
And I make the punchline. It's not an offensive joke. It's not derogatory because that within an hour I've pulled the piss out of everybody.
Yeah.
And this white Aussie lady stands up and
Of
just tees off at me for making a joke about Aboriginals.
Yeah.
When for the last hour I've made fun of every culture I know how to do the accent to, which is a fair few.
Can you rattle them off quickly?
South African, Australian, Asians in general, also specifically like Chinese, Malaysian, Japanese, Irish, Americans. Did I say Indian already?
No, you
Indian was in there as well. Filipinos. So, and then I only have the one joke about Aboriginals, partly because I know in the world of comedy, Australia is like hypersensitive to Aboriginal jokes.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
like, well, you can't make fun of that. I was like, I can make fun of anybody I want. So I make the joke. The punchline kills because I've passed this joke by my Aboriginal friends before the show. I'm like, is this cool? Like, would you genuinely take offense or is it just funny? And they're like, go for it, bro. Like, we'll back you up. And I remember because my Aboriginal friend Waylon is in the front row and he's got an Aboriginal flag shirt on that says always was, always will be.
Yeah.
So I'm like, if I've got his permission and he's in the front row to the show,
and he
I'm
hasn't
doing
stood
it.
up and thrown a chair at you.
I'm doing it. So I do it. She cuts sick at me. She's like, you can't say that. They've been through enough and blah, blah, blah. And it's the first time I've ever had somebody genuinely stand up and be aggressive towards me. Usually someone will, like, you'll hear a groan or you'll hear like, oh, it's like, shut up.
You're like, ooh.
Shut up. Yeah.
Yeah.
But she's like, you can't say that. They've been through enough. You can't make a joke about them, blah, blah, blah. And I was in my head that always slows down my life by about tenfold. So I can have a 10-minute conversation in a split second, which is why I'm able to crack back.
Yeah.
And I just turned back and I was like, bitch, you're the reason they're in this position in the first fucking place. And the whole crowd went nuts. Absolutely nuts. And she picks up her bag and she's like, I don't have to put up with this shit. I'm leaving, blah, blah, blah. I'm pretty sure her husband stayed sitting down and said nothing. He let her walk out by
let her
herself.
walk out, yeah.
Because there was an old white dude who just sat there and didn't say a thing. He didn't clap, but he didn't get mad, whatever. And as she was walking out, I was just like, bitch, that's fine. I've already got your money. Make sure you like and subscribe on Instagram. And she just turned back. And if
She
looks
didn't like
could
that.
kill, I would have been dead on the spot. But that's probably the most, I guess, adrenaline response I've ever had. Because
Yeah,
I didn't
okay.
expect her to kick up, whereas in Mandra, I knew they were doing
yeah,
stuff. I
they
knew
were-
something could have kicked off, so you kind of just get used to it. It's just
Yeah, they were
background
kicking
noise.
off.
Yeah, it's just background noise at that point.
So look, I mean, when we talk about stereotypes, stigmas, I guess what's the one stereotype that stands out? Like we talk about it all the time. I guess like what kind of people play golf? Like what's the
Just
stereotype?
wealthy.
Like
Like
wealthy.
that was the original stigma. Wealthy old white man was always
Yeah.
the stigma.
Right, and that's kind of where I've always kind of thought of as well. You know, like every, Royal Fremantle, Royal Perth, these golf courses, you automatically think of that. But things have changed over the last few years. Like I've seen some
At
golfers.
least a decade,
Oof,
easily.
like it's not like that anymore, and we're
Nah.
trying to bring that to the forefront. Like we're trying to show people that golf is no longer just a sport for like these rich old white dudes.
It's
for everyone.
Poor coloured folk
It's for
too.
100%.
For a bunch of bums.
Yeah. Like, and it's funny because when you go around the different golf courses, you can tell, I guess, the rate at people are paying, right?
Yeah,
So, like,
yeah,
you don't
definitely.
see certain types of people at Joondalup because you're paying $130.
Yeah,
You
it's
go
not
down to
justified.
another golf course that's $25.
You go to Altone Park, you see everybody.
Yo, there are people there with
You
thongs,
see
singlets.
everybody.
Like, you could get on like that.
Yeah.
Right? And I guess that's one thing that we're trying to do is make golf accessible for people. Right? Women, men, young kids, old people, like just everyone, different cultures and things like that. And like it was amazing to go down to the Golf Crew Australia tournament that myself and Beamish played in and to see your mate Beck,
Yeah.
right? To see like another black dude down there, like I wasn't expecting it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like that's how much the stereotype is there. And I don't know where Beck's from, but like seeing him down there playing, he was like, "Hey, you're DT from Top Deck Golf, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, I was like, "Oh, man, I've seen you somewhere." And he was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I'm pretty sure I was at one of Jason's shows when you were there." And I was like, "Yeah, no crap." And then
Yeah.
I'd seen him around like,
He's actually playing on Sunday. On the 18th, I think you're at Secret
Yes,
Harbour.
yeah, we're at Secret
He
Harbour.
messaged me yesterday. He's
Yeah.
playing in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, it's so cool to see how like that effect and like people are starting to see us around. Like when we were sitting up with Paulie up at Araloo, and shout out to Paulie too, who does all our work for us. All right, like he's
Yeah.
a heck of a guy. But
Mr. EP Jeezy.
Mr. EP Jeezy, but we were up at Araloo, and that Dave Golf's journey from Instagram, like he's
Yeah.
just like walked up to me and was like,
Yeah, that was
"Hey
cool.
man, how's things?" Like, "Oh my god, I've seen you," and like we've spoken and stuff like that, but like we never met face to face.
Yeah,
And,
I
like,
didn't even know who he was, to be fair.
yeah, it's almost like that story of like the two kids that were playing like online gaming, and like 3 years later, their parents got them together so they could meet.
I didn't
Have you
know
seen that video?
No.
It's like from two different lengths
I
of
don't
the
watch
world.
video of kids.
Wow, you just made this weird, man. All right. You just went full Joe Biden on everyone. All right. But,
You creep.
yeah, creep. Look what you did, you little jerk. But basically, like, these two kids have been playing online for like 3-4 years with each other, and they were like best mates. You know, like the kids in the basement, like best
Yeah.
mates. And their parents said, "Oh, let's meet up." So they like met up, and like, it was like they were best
It's
mates.
just like instant connection.
Instant connection
Yeah.
because they had played together for so long, right?
Yeah.
So I guess, look, how does
Well,
a
that's
young...
also, I mean, on that subject, even digress, the guys who we met when we went back a second time, the dudes from Brisbane, played in that golf tournament because of us.
That's right,
They
yes.
saw our Top Deck Golf channel,
That's
and they're like,
right.
"Oh, dude, well, if these two dudes from WA can do it, then so can we."
Yeah.
And then we happened to meet them in the competition that we're the reason they joined up for.
Yeah.
Like,
And
that
he
was sick.
And he took care of your foot when you hurt
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah, that
But
came second,
It is
so.
funny because the way you said it was like they looked at us and they were like, "Man, these guys suck. We're definitely winning this."
We do. We suck so bad.
So look, I guess looking at that stereotype, how did a young South African coloured kid, All right. And I can say that term because we're friends.
Yeah, because my friend's black.
Because I have a black friend.
Yeah.
All right. But I guess how did a coloured kid get involved in golf? You spoke last episode about your dad being a thing, but I guess even your dad, it just wasn't a thing back when he was young. Like coloured people, black dudes just didn't play golf. Outside of Tiger Woods, it's just not a thing, right?
For Dad, it was probably different because by no means is he black. He's quite light-skinned anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, Ernie Els, being South African, was a massive, I guess, figure in terms of him. If you don't have much to follow in a country, you always look to your athletes. Like, no one's going to be super impressed with anyone in their government. So you always, hedge towards athletes.
I love our government.
Yeah, okay.
It's amazing.
I don't. But I think Dad, like us, played it for a way to relax. Maybe just get out the house, spend a day doing something. You might not be amazing at it, but he got out there. And then for me, it was a way to spend time with Dad because Dad didn't care about basketball. And to be honest, and I guess cricket as well. He played when he was younger, so that was kind of like a transition into a different type of sport. But I think I just used it as an excuse to just hang out with my mates because we would just go down to Embleton Golf Course and walk 9 holes.
Yeah. Did you ever get any weird looks? Like, did anyone look at you odd?
Nah, I mean, in Embleton and Bayswater, the majority of the demographic around there is like a real average, if not low socioeconomic area. So to go to Altone Park and to go to Embleton, even at the time, Maylands back then wasn't considered like a premium-ish golf course like it is now. So we were just kids going to play golf. Like any man and his dog would be going to play there. Like I remember my mate Dean Thomas, he's on Nova in Melbourne now. We were walking Embleton Golf Course. We're at a par 3. He was wearing double pluggers and a singlet.
That's wild, man.
Like Embleton didn't have a dress code then, so we could wear whatever we want. But he was wearing double pluggers and a singlet, and he hit a hole in one.
Yeah.
Like to this day, I hate him for that reason.
Yeah.
Because he's not wearing golf stuff.
So did Johnny
to have
P.
a golf hole in one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, Johnny wasn't wearing thongs and a singlet. Like that's how little we cared about it. But it was a cool way.
Have you
to
ever
hang
got a
out.
hole in one?
No, never. On mini golf, yeah. On the video games, all the time.
I think I struggled on mini golf.
I nail it, mini golf.
The holy moly kills me, man. It's demoralizing. I'm literally Happy Gilmore.
Nah,
Like,
see,
I
I'm
get
good
angry.
at that.
I get angry.
That's
at
because you have a terrible putter stroke.
Yeah, thanks, Darren.
Yeah, that's just, I think, for me, it was originally just a real cool way to spend time with my dad and then connecting with friends and stuff. And I guess from my 20s, I probably stopped for years thinking about it now. I just stopped playing golf because everybody starts their adult life and you realize that you don't have as much time as you want.
Yeah.
And then when we reconnected, it's just like that fire just got lit straight back up, and now I'll play twice a weekend if I can.
Yeah, fair enough. So I guess, look, we've spoken about, like, I guess the stereotypes of golf, and look, Tiger Woods was one that broke that barrier.
Yeah, 100%.
Huge broke that barrier. Like, for everyone who knows Tiger Woods, like, he smashed that barrier out the park, and he became, if not second greatest, the greatest golfer of all time, right?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
All depends on how you view errors and things like that. We can have that talk about Jordan LeBron as well, like, when it comes to errors, right? But he's just recently got out of the contract with Nike.
Yep, Nike.
Right? Nike, sorry. My apologies. God, you're sensitive about that.
That's just how it's pronounced.
Nike?
No, it's Nike. It's the goddess. It's the Greek goddess of victory.
Goddess of victory, is it? Were you there when she named it?
Yeah. And?
So be it.
What about it?
Touche.
Yeah, just because you weren't.
Yeah, right, whatever.
Loser.
So I guess, what's your thoughts on that? Like, I mean, you're a big Tiger product person. Like, you have Tiger shoes.
Obsessed.
Tiger Nike shirts. Like,
Obsessed.
dude, you spent like $160 on one T-shirt in Dubai.
Yeah.
Because it was
just,
Tiger.
And it's not even Tiger Woods. It was just a red Nike
It was a
swoosh
red
shirt.
Nike swoosh shirt. Like,
Because he
you
wears
idiot.
red on Sunday.
Yeah, like, here's me. I'm just like, no chance, man. You're like, Tiger Woods.
I think the fact that I was in Dubai in my head justified it.
Yeah.
I was like,
but
well,
I mean, so like, what's your thought on it? Like,
I've seen the design.
What do you do?
I've seen the design of the logo that he's come out with, and I hate it. I hate it. Somebody commented on Instagram.
Yeah, it was
I looked
gross.
at it today. They were like, "That looks like a homeless dude's comb." Like, because of the shape of the tiger.
Yes,
I was like, I'll never
does.
not see that now.
Like the thing's missing, like the prongs missing.
The prongs are missing. So you're not brushing it properly. I thought it was brilliant.
Yeah.
But I hate the fact that I looked at that. I think I was saying to you yesterday, I saw the logo on his glove.
Yeah.
And I was like, instantly, I was like, nah, I don't like it. If he had just kept the TW, I'll buy that left. I wouldn't buy Nike anymore. I'd actually buy the TW. But that Tiger logo, to me, looks worse than the shark logo for Greg Norman, and I'll never wear Greg Norman stuff. So I'd probably just keep buying Nike, to be honest.
Yeah. So look, I've done a little bit of I don't know whether it's a rumor or whether it's research. Like, basically, their reasoning behind it was very interesting, and I kind of thought, yeah, these guys have been setting this up for a while, right? So the rumor has it that apparently Tiger was really hard to market because the golfing industry,
in comparison to their other,
parts of Nike, right? So like running really had taken a back seat, which used to be their crutch.
Yeah.
Right. That was their thing. And then Jordan came along. Right. So now the Jumpman thing has now taken over everything.
Yep.
Then you got the running, and golf was on the bottom, and they were actually losing money out of Tiger's products.
Yeah.
Right. Especially after everything happened with the car accident, the alcohol, the
cheating,
like all that type of stuff. Right. So they started losing money, and then now when I've read it, think back to when like Jordan shoes really started switching into golf, and I go, these dudes have been setting this up for like 3 years.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, because he's creeping in.
He's creeping in. So what they've started doing is they've now realized retro Jordans, huge in the shoe game.
Yeah. Massive
right?
market.
Huge. Like, dude, you can buy a pair of retro Jordans for $4 or $5 grand.
Yeah.
Right? And idiots are paying it.
Yeah, and that's not even considered a collector's shoe.
Yeah, like it's
which
wild.
is annoying.
Right? So like we can talk about it because I've got 4 pairs of Jordan golf shoes.
Yeah, I've
Right?
got 2.
At the
2?
moment. Yeah, at the moment. That's not a good thing to say. Don't say that. Right. But that's so what they've done is they've gone, well, look, we can just turn Jordans into golf shoes. People will pay for it. We don't need Tiger anymore.
Yeah.
And like when you look at Tiger's career, it's kind of, I wouldn't say ended, but like his legitimacy.
Oh, he's not competing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not the Tiger of old.
No, and it's like in and out whether he is going to be able to compete or whether he's going to get sore.
Yeah, we just want to see him play because no one's expecting him to actually win. We'd love him to win, but no one's actually looking at him going, yeah, he's a contender for these majors.
That's right. So, like, I guess that for me is like, man, there's another dude from golf that, like, broke barriers, broke stereotypes, and it's just like they're slowly just weeding him out and forgetting about him. Like, Harold Varner started wearing Jordans.
Yeah.
It was a huge thing for about 6-7 months, and now he's like
everyone
fourth
thought he
on the
was
team.
going to be good.
Well, I mean he's not bad, right?
He's obviously a good golfer, but in the spectrum of things like Harold Varner the third or whatever he is just he's just another golfer.
So I've got to talk about this because we're talking about stereotypes, right?
Yeah.
Who's the comedian that just came out here recently? And he like he's kind of like you, ruffles everyone's feathers.
Andrew Santino?
No. Sleeked back, black hair. He did the joke, like he did the joke about the Aboriginals. He did the joke about what's his name? Like he just does not care. And I thought he had to be some kind of Mexican, but he's just a white dude.
Hold on.
I was like, how's this white dude getting away talking the way he is? Can you remember? So anyway, he tells this joke about like the reason he wanted to come out to Sydney.
Yeah.
Right? Is not because of the girls, not because of the beaches or anything.
Andrew Schultz.
Andrew Schultz.
Yeah.
He goes, because I wanted to see Indian guys wearing their pants in the ocean. Right? He's like, that's all I want to see. And I've just gone, is this a thing?
Yeah, Bondi Beach.
Yeah, right? He's like, I saw it on Bondi Rescue.
Yeah.
I want to go down. I want to see an Indian guy wearing pants. And I'm like, so I did research and I'm like, man, this guy's gone to Aboriginals, he's gone to Indians, he's gone to Asians, he's gone to everyone, right? Like he does the joke about the Taiwan, like if Taiwan go to war with China, would we be able to tell the difference?
Yep.
And I'm like, damn, would we?
Yeah.
Right?
I wouldn't.
No, you wouldn't. I couldn't. But I was up at Yanchep Lagoon with my school kids, right? We had like the year 12 retreat.
Yep.
Right? And we all went down to the beach and stuff. And I kid you not, a group of Indian guys walked in.
Yeah, man, they don't do bathers.
And I was just like, man, he wasn't lying. Like I'd never noticed it because I don't go to the beach.
If he jokes about a culture, you know it's because he knows exactly what he's talking about.
Give me a couple of stereotypes quickly that you can say safely.
Safe or not, I'll say it.
And just go, but it's legit.
Yeah, I mean, if you're sticking on like the ethnic culture side of things, it's like the amount of times I've seen Indian families go into the ocean with socks and sandals on because they don't like the feeling of the hot sand on their feet.
Okay.
Which I don't get, but yeah, not necessarily fully clothed, but they'll be in their pants.
Yeah.
Same thing if it transfers to the gym. The amount of times I've seen Indians and Asians go in like full proper jeans and like smart business shoes to train and work out.
Before you go on, if anyone out there knows the reason why they do this, please let us know. Like in the comment section below or wherever. Can you please?
Yeah, if
let me
you
know?
are an Indian man who goes into the beach with your socks and sandals, one, tell me why, and two, tell me how comfortable the sandals are. Because
honestly feel like
it's got to
work for something. But I honestly believe this has to be a cultural thing.
Oh, it definitely is.
Like there has to be a reason like they can't show leg or something like that.
Oh,
like,
nah, for the men, they can do whatever they want. I just think they're used to going into the rivers and stuff fully clothed. Like, no, if you think about it, if you go to India and you look in their rivers, 100%, I'm not even making a joke, you see them in their full clothing in the river.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, mate.
And that could even come down to a hygiene thing, because the rivers over there aren't exactly the cleanest either. My sister went there for like 7 or 8 months. Yeah. And she's like, I'll never touch that water.
Yeah, okay,
in my
fair
life.
enough.
So, yeah, it could be that sort of thing. Other cultural things is I see it again, a lot of ethnic families when they do go to places like the beach, they don't dress for the weather, they dress for their culture.
Yeah, okay.
So I will see Indian families in full get-up, especially the females, I guess, but full get-up, like all the colours with the saris and all that sort of stuff. The men will be in like long shirts and jeans and pants, and it'll be 38 degrees. And I get hot watching them.
Bro, you've seen me.
There's something wrong with
Imagine
you.
what I'm like then.
You get hot in the shade.
Yeah, I'd get hot in
on
aircon.
a 12-degree day, you'll
I'm
sweat.
hot right now. There's lights on. I'm hot right now. I'm not going to lie. Like if Paulie doesn't sort out my sweat, like where, you know,
it's
he's gonna
glandular.
sort this
It's
out.
glandular.
It's glandular. It's got to be. I'm getting fatter. So
He has
that's
high
what it
cholesterol. We're going to be sponsored by butter.
But Meadow Lee, please. It's my favorite.
Lurpak.
So, oh man, why you got to pick on my weight like that? Here's me working hard, trying to eat healthy.
No,
you know
look,
what I mean?
hats off to you.
So you've lost my train of thought now, man.
We're talking about cultural things.
Oh yeah, so like for me, coming from an ethnic background, right?
Yeah.
My parents were not over the top ethnic.
Yeah.
But my my dad's parents were, right? So like, I'd go down there, man, and there's one thing, you know, the boys, what are they called? Sushi Mango.
Yeah.
Right. So they always do the skits of the parents, right? And the whole thing about you sit down to a family dinner and there's just food everywhere.
Yeah.
We used to go down on a Monday night, bro, to my grandma's house and my granddad's house, and they would just cook for no... It was just a Monday night. Like, we were just hanging out. Unnecessarily. And my granddad's English wasn't great, and we were little and we were learning how to speak Croatian, and he'd just go, you eat. You eat. Hey,
He knew
hey there.
something. He knew
Hey there.
enough.
Yoshmalo. Yoshmalo means like more. Like, have some more.
Oh, it sounded like he was calling you
A little bit more.
marshmallow.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm getting there if I keep eating
you
your
say
food.
so.
Right? But dude, like sausages, potatoes, garlic, always garlic.
None of
bread.
the stuff that'll keep you slim.
Yeah, right. But he's like, you either you eat.
Yeah.
You eat. That was his, and like, I'm like, dude, I've had 3 bowls. Like, let me calm. You know, like I'm sweating from
breathe,
eating.
bro.
Let me breathe. You know, and like your stomach's getting up here. He's like, bleh,
breathing
you know?
out the back of your neck.
But it's such a stereotypical thing, and it's so true though. Like,
oh yeah,
that is literally
Well,
what it is.
Stereotypes have to come from somewhere.
Of course
if
they
there's
do.
enough people that do it, you're like, well,
Yeah, bro.
yeah. It's like, oh well, how many times
Whether
do you have
it's
to be
good
in
or bad,
crashes
I don't
before
care.
you're like Asians are bad drivers?
Yeah.
Like Joe Coy has a joke about it. He's like, why do people say Asians are bad drivers? Like, we build the damn cars. You don't think we could drive them? It's like, no, you can't.
Yeah. Well, you've seen that Family Guy episode where she's like in the lane and she goes,
change lanes now. Good luck,
okay, got to
everybody."
change lanes. And there's like explosions going on in the background, like just totally. I'm going to turn lanes now without signaling.
Yeah.
Okay, good luck, everybody. All right, so yeah, we'll take a little break here, and we'll come back with the last set of front 9 and back 9 questions.
Sweet. All right, welcome back, guys. We just had a little break a lake. We are going to go into the front 9 and the back 9, same as the first episode. I'm going to fire some questions at DT. We're going to get his answers. Back 9 is going to be the quick fire. Pick your poison, and we're going to kick it off.
Go easy on me.
Go easy on yourself. These are your answers, not
I
me.
mean, you can ask anything if you're going to add some things in.
So what is your favourite sport movie? It doesn't have to be golf.
So favorite sports movie? Oh man, that's tough.
Yeah, there's some good ones.
Yeah,
out
because
there.
golf, I had that lined up. Tin
Yeah,
Cup's
that's why
my
I didn't
favorite,
ask
right?
it. I didn't ask.
Sports movie. Does Last Dance count? That's not a movie.
I mean, dancing might
That's
be
a
a sport for
doco.
you, but it's not for me.
Oh man,
No, that's a documentary as well.
yeah.
It's not a movie.
I'd have to go. You know what? Favorite sports movie? I loved Coach Carter, man.
Nice.
I
That's
love
in my
Coach
top
Carter.
2.
Yeah, it's up there, man. Just like, I guess it's one of the most real basketball movies. Like
100%.
the actual basketball content was okay.
Yep.
When you watch some of the other movies, what was that TV show? The basketball TV show.
There's a basketball TV.
Yeah,
show?
it was like like a
Last
Friday
Dance.
Night Lights, but it had what's his name in it.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Was it High School Musical, like the TV series?
That's not a series.
No. There was a series. I'm sure of it.
Why are you watching High School Musical? Next question.
Anyway.
Next question. No, we're not going to go down that path yet.
I can't remember it. Last Chance You? Yeah, but...
Nah, that's football. Last Chance You was football.
No,
yeah.
but there is a basketball one of that too, yeah.
But that's not High School Musical, bro. That's a bit more ghetto.
Nah.
That's a bit different.
Perfect example was Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Remember how their basketball games used to be in Fresh Prince?
Yeah.
Like, when you watch a movie and that's the content they put out, it's like, come
You're
on,
not
man.
watching it for
Hire
basketball.
some dudes to play basketball.
Yeah, who's actually played before.
Yeah. Next.
Yeah. Okay, so I know you'd have to have one of these. What's a superstition you have that people might find crazy or weird? Like, you've definitely played sport long enough.
I don't wash my underwear all year. Nah.
That's just for teaching.
That's just for teaching. Come on, man. Why you make it weird for me?
It's too easy. It's too easy.
Nah, for me, I guess it would probably be I always put my right shoe on first and my right leg into my pants. And, like, if I don't, I reset.
What? Hold on. So you put
So when you
your
put your
right
pants on-
leg in first,
Yes,
and
and then
you
my
put
left.
the right shoe on?
No, my right leg in.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking
and then
you're
my
just
left
like
leg.
half starkers. You're
No,
like,
no,
I've
no.
got one
yeah.
leg in, one foot
Okay,
in.
guys, I'm sorted.
Yeah, you've got your checklist for the day?
No, so, like, that, if I happen to do it the other way, I
You'll
reset.
start. Right, okay.
Like, just up here, it just resets.
Yeah, right.
There's one guy, Clint Steindl, plays for Tasmania. I played with him in 2018.
Yeah.
And 2019, I think he played as well. He used to have it, like, he has a superstition where when he's in the locker room, he has to have a towel down on the ground and he puts his feet on the towel barefoot. Like, he won't barefoot walk around the change room.
Yeah, that's just being smart. Who wants
Probably.
athlete's foot?
Yeah.
I don't want athlete. That's nasty.
But, like, normally around the walk area, it's okay. You just don't do that in the showers,
I
right?
don't do it anyway.
Yeah, but-
I wear my slides from the court
I-
to the change rooms.
I
to
saw
the
that and I
showers
was
to
just
the
like,
car.
why do you do that? And yeah, it was just interesting.
Yeah, right. While you've got one shoe and one pants.
Yeah,
like,
I'm just standing
you're like,
there.
you're weird, dude.
Yeah.
You've got one nut popping
Yeah.
out the side of your pants. You make it awkward.
Well,
You're
you
trying
know.
to reset. You don't know where you are.
Oh, damn it.
Shirt's on backwards.
Wrong nut.
Twist them. Oh, okay. When was the last time you cried from something that wasn't directly related to you?
Kobe Bryant. Death. Like,
Okay.
when he
I
died.
was like, Kobe in
Yeah,
general,
Kobe,
every
no,
time
yeah.
you see him.
Nah, when that happened, I was okay. Like, I was like, oh man, like that hurts, like that sucks, right? And I'm not a huge like Kobe fan, but I loved his game because it was so close to MJ, right?
Yeah.
But then when they played the game and then they did their commemoration to him,
Oh, yeah.
I was a blubbering mess, bro.
That was deep. I remember that.
A blubbering mess. Like, it had nothing to do with me. I never met the guy, nowhere near it, right?
Yeah.
And I was a blubbering mess.
So what did you think about his... I'll digress here. What did you think about the statue they unveiled about him?
Oh, look.
The first one, where she's like, Kobe picked this.
Yeah.
I was like, but he didn't pick the dude who made his face
Yeah.
not look like him.
Yeah, I know. But look, I guess that's... do we know how hard it is to do? It can't be easy,
if
right?
you look at the statue of David, they carved it out of stone, and that's a more believable face than Kobe.
Yeah, but I kind of feel like stone is easier than like brass
Jordan's
or
looks
copper.
like him.
Yeah.
Dirk's looks like
I've
him.
been to Jordan's, man. and that
Shaq's looks like him.
That's still one of my pinch me moments as well, standing out the front
Didn't
of
ask.
MJ.
Didn't ask.
You got told.
Or show off. Whatever. No one cares. Chicago Bulls are crap. I love Chicago Bulls.
You're going to make me cry, man.
What is one thing you do to relax, not golf?
Music.
You do music.
I do music. No, I just like...
I do music. I like music.
I love lamp. I like chair.
Yeah.
No, honestly, I just vibe out to music, man. Like my drive to work now is about 45 minutes, 50 minutes.
Yep.
And the whole way
you've
there,
got time.
I got time, and I just vibe out to music. And you know what? Some days after work, you need that time to just chill out,
Decompress.
to decompress. Like, you know what? The school I'm at now, the kids are amazing, right? Like, I don't have any issues with them, but it's just a lot of stuff. Like up here, it's just a lot of stuff
A lot
that
of people to worry about.
yeah. And it's just that time. Yeah, and I listen to everything, man. Like my play list is just eclectic. Like it's got everything. It's got Croatian music. It's got hip hop. It's got orchestra music. It's got the Beatles. It's just got everything. So like I'll just vibe out to different things.
Do you know what your number one genre of music was last year for Spotify? You know how they do the wrap up?
Dude, I don't have Spotify.
Oh, what do you have?
I'd literally just
Oh, you just
USB.
download it. Right, okay. Yeah.
I legally downloaded and put it on a USB.
We love you, Spotify.
I love Spotify.
I have Spotify. I pay for my
Spotify. Number one.
Yeah. You know who my number one artist played last year was? Megan Trainor.
Didn't ask.
Yeah, you did. You literally just did.
No,
you said who was it?
Go, come on, man. Let's go.
Dumb. So if you had $1 million and you were forced to buy one item, what would it be?
Why did I write these questions for you?
I don't know.
Damn.
You can't even answer yourself.
$1 million, yeah, because it can't be like a house or something
I know,
like that because
right?
that's an
It's
investment.
weird. And it's a crap house if it's only $1 million.
Yeah, $1 million. Well, ease up.
No, it's crap.
Ease up. There's people out there in like 300. Come on.
I live in a bunker. I know what I'm talking about.
$1 million, $1 million. Honestly,
hard, huh?
honestly, it'd probably be a car. It'd be some form of like souped up car.
What car? Like, give me a brand.
Okay, so my favorite car ever has always been a Chrysler 300. But
ever.
I just something about it. The
on
grill,
top of everything.
The grill is just amazing. But I'd want the Phantom. That looks like a Cat Williams jokes about it.
Yeah,
it was like the messed up part about.
But the Phantom's like the.
Yeah, that's what I'd go.
Worth more than $1 million. No,
I don't think it is, man.
You're talking about the Rolls Royce Phantom.
Yeah,
that is well over $1 million.
$1 million?
Yeah,
you
dude.
sure?
Yeah.
Okay, well I'd do that and I'll just get a loan out.
Okay, fair enough. All right, so last question on the front nine.
Mm-hmm.
What was your first thought of the sport of golf and why?
Boring.
Why?
Because it was just, I don't know, like you're walking around for 4 hours, 5 hours, sometimes 6.
Yeah.
Right? Like, and if you're not playing well, like it is demoralizing.
Yeah.
It
even
kills you.
Even if you are playing well, it's
Dude,
demoralizing.
Yeah, it kills you to your soul, man, because like we spoke about before, you can't blame anyone.
Yeah.
And you just hate yourself. Like, you can have a great round and one shot can ruin it.
Yeah.
Or you can have a bad round and one shot saves
brings
it.
you back
Brings you back the next week. Goes, yeah, man, I killed it.
Yeah. Anybody who's ever played golf can relate to that.
100% they can. 100%.
Yep. All right, so back nine, quick fire questions.
Oh, boy.
So, Trump or Biden?
Trump.
Right.
Was that quick enough?
Yeah.
Can't stand Biden, man.
Winter or summer?
Winter. Nothing better than...
winter, right. Okay.
Winter, yep.
Sea or land?
Land, man.
Yeah.
Have you seen the ocean?
I know. Yeah,
man.
No, I haven't. I don't do it.
The
I
ocean's
don't do
gross.
the ocean. Yeah, black people don't have a good history with the water. Asia or Europe?
Europe.
Football or soccer?
Football.
Right. Okay.
See, like I said, you got to take it into what context.
Yeah, it depends what context. So, okay, for you, what's that context?
Football for me, because I'm European, football is...
That's what they call it.
That's what they call it. So that's how I took it. You
Yeah.
didn't take it that way, right? You took AFL and
No,
soccer.
I went straight to American football.
You went American football.
Yeah.
See, that's why I asked the question.
Yeah. Samsung or Apple, we know you're
Samsung.
We know you're a sped, so we go
Wow,
Samsung.
how you going to say that, man?
It's sped.
Come on,
What?
dude.
Shut up. Xbox or PlayStation?
Xbox.
Oh, right. That's, yeah.
Oh, right.
You're Samsung and Xbox.
Yeah.
Why am I friends with you?
Because they marry together.
Nah, you go marry somebody else. Happy Gilmore or Billy Madison?
Happy Gilmore.
All right. I know the answer to the last question. So, I know Jordan or LeBron. You'll always pick Jordan.
LeBron James is the greatest thing
so
ever.
LeBron or Bird?
Ooh. Nah, LeBron. LeBron over Bird.
LeBron or Kobe?
Kobe.
Kobe or Jordan?
Jordan.
Jordan or Jordan?
MJ.
Michael B. Jordan or Michael Jordan?
Ooh, that's tough, man. Michael B. Jordan was Apollo Creed. God rest his soul. Carl Weathers.
Yeah, he was also Killmonger.
Yeah.
Black Panther.
He was also in The Predator, remember? Spoke about that.
Michael B. Jordan wasn't.
No,
in
not
The
Michael B.
Predator.
Jordan, man. Carl
See,
Weathers.
You don't even know what you're talking about. He
Oh,
was in
man, why
Predator.
you gotta-
He wasn't in The Predator.
Anyway, can we wrap this up, please?
Yep. Me or you?
Me.
Selfish. I mean, right answer, but whatever.
Well, do you want to wrap this up, man?
All right, guys, that's the end of episode DOS.
Oh, man.
Thanks for tuning in. Remember, if you've got any questions or topics you guys want us to talk about, just drop it in the comments. Like, subscribe, do everything you need to do to follow us, show us some love. We're just kicking off. This is brand new, so hopefully it creates some traction. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. And we're always trying to do better, and we love the support, and we appreciate you guys. So keep safe, keep happy, always keep smiling. Jase.
DT.
Peace out.
Peace.
That's the stuff. One shot at a time.
You're right, Roy. Just knock it on. Let her rip.
Fred, you're playing golf today.
No, I'm not, Grandpa. I'm playing tennis.
You're playing golf and you're going to like
Why
it.
don't you just go home? That's your home. Are you too good for your home?